There's this TikTok guy in China named Pan Hong, super famous with millions of followers, known for training aggressive dogs that guard their food or bite people, but his methods are as brutal as the dogs themselves. Chinese netizens call his place the KK Park of the dog world. KK Park is what they call those shady telecom scam compounds in places like Myanmar. His 3 signature moves: dragon fruit, heart kick, and CPR. Dragon fruit: he beats the dog with a stick until its mouth is bloody, all red like it ate a dragon fruit. CPR: he chokes the dog until it passes out, then does CPR to bring it back. Heart kick: he jumps up and kicks the dog. These moves get used on pretty much every dog sent to his compound. If a dog doesn't shape up after 2 to 3 months of training, it stays there forever, no going back to the owner. The owner gets a 2 to 3 month old puppy as a replacement. Take this dog named 66. It bit its owner's hand, drawing blood. When Pan Hong met 66, he tested it by nudging it with his foot. 66 growled back and Pan Hong was like, "Nope, time for some CPR." 66 kept barking. Its owner had written on the cage, "Be super careful. Guards, cage. Guards, food." Back at the compound, Pan Hong put on bite-proof gloves to see if the dog was really biting or just bluffing. He was like, "Man, this dog's fierce, goes crazy, shaking its head when it bites." Then he grabbed some old-school training tool, supposedly passed down from his ancestors, and leashed the dog, saying, "You're gonna bow your head when I tell you to." The camera didn't show it, but you could hear the dog whimpering. Next, he pulled out another tool. Turns out, from the convo, there was someone else holding the other end of an iron rod while Pan Hong did his CPR move. When 66 still didn't give in, Pan Hong said the dog had no manners and hit it with another big move. After 15 minutes of discipline, with the dog tied up in 3 layers of restraints, it finally submitted for the first time. Pan Hong said, "It's like raising a kid. Spoil them at home, and someone else will straighten them out later." This dog went to a school before, cost over 10 grand, but came back biting even worse. Today, we did CPR twice and 1 dragon fruit. The more aggressive it gets, the more pressure I put on it. Time for another CPR. Gotta make it stick the first time. While doing CPR, he asked his star dog, 8, the compound's famous mascot, "Look familiar?" The next day, same brutal routine. 6th time, 7th time, up to the 10th. That's it for today's lesson. Catch you tomorrow. Days later, 66 was still fierce. Then one day, Pan Hong claimed 66 escaped by climbing over the wall at night and offered to compensate the owner with a puppy or cash. Netizens turned 66 into a meme, calling it the Shawshank Redemption for laughs. Later, a leaked live stream clip showed Pan Hong's staff saying, "Bro, come quick, 66 is done for." Pan Hong replied, "Whoever broke it buys it," probably meaning the tool used to beat 66 broke. He touched 66's head, got no response, and the camera quickly panned away. Right before the video cut off, you hear, "Should we notify the family?" 66's death wasn't a one-off. A corgi named Dundun was sent to the compound too. Due to sloppy management, another aggressive dog, Laifu, ate half of Dundun. Laifu was Dundun's neighbor. In its first year, Laifu killed 2 Doberman pups and 2 Cane Corso pups, fought other dogs, and bit people. Pan Hong said Laifu dragged Dundun through the bars of their cages and ate it. He asked netizens, "Keep this dog or not?" Just 6 months later, another corgi sent for biting was killed by a Caucasian shepherd in Pan Hong's compound. Even with all this, fans keep sending their dogs to Pan Hong's place. Some want their dogs fixed and returned, others just ditch them. The dogs end up as sacrificial lambs under Pan Hong and his staff's feet. Riding his massive popularity, Pan Hong pulls in fans, does live streams, sells stuff, and makes bank. In one live stream, a fan said their dog started biting after coming back from the vet. Pan Hong said it's because the vet hit the dog and suggested lightly tapping it with a stick and feeding it to desensitize it. That dog had bitten all 5 people in the family, so it got admitted to Pan Hong's school. 8, a mix of Alaskan Malamute and Tibetan Mastiff, bit everyone in its family by age 6. At 7, it was sent to the compound. After long-term beatings, it was tamed and became Pan Hong's most famous dog in his videos. Earlier this year, netizens pushed Pan Hong to give 8 a bath. At first, the compound said 8 was too old, and it was too cold in northeast China's winter. But after constant pressure, 8 was sent to a pet shop for a bath. In the video, 8's mouth was tied up. When it tried to get out, Pan Hong slapped it back into the tub. 8 collapsed in the water and never got up. The person filming said the internet lagged, then walked out, but you could see the signal was fine. Later, Pan Hong claimed 8 died of a heart attack. That livestream bath ended 8's life and tanked Pan Hong's account. 8's owner drove 9 hours round trip to bring 8's body home. This incident turned Pan Hong from a dog training guru into an animal abuser in the eyes of netizens who started calling him out. At his peak, Pan Hong had 16.33 million followers on TikTok alone. Without this incident, his fan base would have kept growing. That means at least 16.33 million people in China were okay with Pan Hong. His videos tapped into their pent-up urge for violence and cruelty, which they couldn't let out elsewhere. What kind of society and culture turns brutality and abuse into humor and clout? People hate the oppression of authoritarian regimes, but want absolute obedience from those below them when they're the ones in charge. Hate is the core trait of the Communist Party. Hate breeds violence, disregard for life, and a whole string of evils. The book The Ultimate Goal of Communism says hate is different from hatred. Hatred comes from a reason, a grudge, but hate is just for no reason at all. Does Pan Hong have any beef with these dogs? Do netizens have any issue with them? After 75 years of the Communist Party's teachings, Chinese people have forgotten their true cultural roots. They've become descendants of Marxism-Leninism, with violent revolution and lies flooding society, seeping into every Chinese person's core through the education system. Tight control over public opinion keeps today's Chinese from seeing how people in normal societies live or how to treat others and living beings kindly. Pan Hong's account got shut down, but as long as there's an audience, the compound will rise again. His new account already has over 300,000 followers in no time, showing off a new yard he bought, ready to go big again. Some say if Pan Hong didn't take these dogs, they'd end up in dog meat shops or euthanized. Is it dog training or abuse? Everyone's got their own answer.